Okay, I was able to get the 3 egg yolks, the 1 whole egg in there. Unfortunately, the egg whites, it's like I said, and I'm going to show you guys what happened, is one of my yolks broke into the egg white. And I'm going to have to throw out the egg whites. You can save it if you're going to be making scrambled eggs or something, but if you were going to save your egg whites to make an angel food cake, once yolk gets into the whites, you can no longer use it if a recipe calls for just the egg whites. The yolk will ruin that. So I'm going to discard these eggs. Okay, now we need a tablespoon of salt. And we need lemon rind. And for those of you that don't know how to do lemon rind, it's very easy. You just want the yellow part of the lemon. You don't want the white part. The white part is going to be very, very bitter, and it's not going to make your Houska taste really good. Now, all I have to do is find where my husband put my we could use this, but there it is. It always gets buried. I use this little bit, this little grater is perfect for lemon zest. And you want 1 whole lemon. And I'm going to actually pull you guys in. I'm going to push you guys, well, you guys aren't really going to see this. Maybe like that. So what you're going to do is you're basically going to hold your lemon and you're just going to turn it as you do it. And again, you want the yellow. You don't want this white part. And I'll show you a little bit more. You just want the yellow part. So if a recipe calls for the zest of something, you would just want the flesh, whether it's orange, lemon, lime. And we're talking about different things, like especially lemon. If you're doing a lemon meringue pie, or you're doing the Houska, or you're adding zest to any ingredient. I'm going to show you guys. And that part is, and I'm going to pull you guys in, that part's the zest of the lemon. And you just want to, sometimes you want to run your finger through it and get all of that in there. If your lemons are really small like these are, sometimes you can add, I'm going to add another lemon because these are really, really small lemons. So we're just going to do 2 lemons. And again, I went a little rough. You can see the fruit. Try not to do that so rough that you're going into the fruit. You really don't want to get any of that rind in there. And I kind of, these are soft lemons. I'm just going to push that down and pull that out. And that's enough zest. And I'm going to pull you guys in so you guys can see the zest of the lemons in there. Now, what you can do with your lemons is if you are making tea or have iced tea, you can slice these and use them. You can juice them for something else if you're making a recipe that calls for lemon juice. I have no reason to save these because I have nothing that calls for that. So I'm just going to throw these out. But you can use those. You can also store them in the refrigerator, but they will get hard after a while. So, okay, we're going to mix this. And we're just going to stir it for a couple of minutes. Now, as you guys can see, and I'm going to pull this off the stove, my yeast is activated. It's risen, and it's doing exactly what it needs to do. And I'm going to turn my mixer up a little bit just to cream everything that was in there, and it'll take a couple of minutes. I also have my dough hook because that's the next thing you're going to need. And you just want to let it go for a few minutes. Okay, once you get that mixture mixed, and it's coming there, now you're going to start adding your flour. And like I said, 8 cups, so you need to keep track of how many cups of flour you're putting in. So what we're going to do is we're going to measure out our first cup of flour. And this is our first cup of flour. We're going to put it in the mixture. And we're going to add our second, we're going to go ahead and add our second cup of flour. And now we're going to add a little bit of our milk mixture. Just a little bit. And let that mix. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add our yeast mixture. And again, the same principle that you did with the donuts, you're going to do with this. You're going to make sure you add all of the yeast mixture to your bowl. Now, alternating, you're going to add your flour and you're going to add your flour and your milk mixture alternating. So I've got, I think I said I got 2 cups of flour, so this will be cup number 3. I'm going to add a little bit of milk. So we're on the 3rd cup. I'm just going to let that mix for a second. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the bowl, and I'm actually going to switch from the paddle now to the dough hook. And what you want to do is make sure you get all of the dough off of your paddle. And since the dogs are barking and it's 10 minutes, I'm going to pause this. I'll be right back.